assume, good riddance. I know you was always bad. You was causing our father to have high blood pressure, so better you go. I will stay here and I will do everything necessary. Many times the believer likes to liken themselves to the prodigal son, but many times I see me as well drawing more to the brother, because we have left that life. So we believe that when you see people slip and fall, that they're more bad. How can we walk in anointing like that? How can we expect the favor of God when we operate like that? But we see this prodigal son recognizing, I am wrong. Most times when we recognize we are wrong, as I say, the confession of most times the confession of wrong is short-lived. Anywhere in the world, let me tell you, is the hardest thing that happens to people. And it happened just recently in Trinidad, where a video of a young man was with many women, multiple women, and he have a sex video of multiple women. And when they heard he possibly may have the virus, I could only imagine every young lady and every man who was with any of those young ladies going to take that test and sitting down saying, God, I will change. Now let me explain something to you that we sometimes overlook. Some of those women may be going to church and may be believers. People watching them saying the women are foolish while they sitting down waiting on a result. And then when the young man comes and show on the camera, look, it's saying negative. In the comments, plenty people clapping and they're happy because right now they realize, well, hey, I get you. Lord, I thank you, I get you. But we are not sure how much of them would have kept that change that they say they may have made. If you was never there in your life before, I know it's like that you're waiting and you're scared and you're saying, Lord, I will never go back. Immediately, change has come. Change has come. I look back at my life and I thought I used to live a certain way. I was told they're coming to kill you. And that same day I went up by the church and I tell Pastor, I want to get baptized. I get a word, I want to get baptized. Pray to death because men was dying, men getting killed. And that was many years ago, and now I stand here speaking to you. So at least I held one part of it. It doesn't mean that I didn't slip along the way. So we understand that slipping along the way happens as well as life. But even being in the body, I will never look back at any one of those people that I saw and who would have been honored recently and say that they are a fool because I was there. In fact, I want their change to be lasting. Amen. But what about us in the body? What about us who judge when we see them? And say that what you get is what you deserve. Because his brother thought that. He was living an unrighteous life. He out in the world. We expect to happen. His brother watching and seeing the love that the father giving and want to know why he gained that love, and I will see all the time. Confused. Brother thought I was the one who's supposed to have favor. I am the one who walking in the anointing because I'm with you all the time. But no change here. His mindset was one that had him on a pedestal that he is righteous. Commander said it, there should be a change in your language. How? How can we get change if we don't even want to accept change? You see, these scriptures we love to read. I beseech you, brethren, do not conform and be transformed by the renewing of your mind, and we say it. But how many of us minds are renewed? You know, the first time I had the opportunity to come and play, Rev, Pastor Judy, the first time I had the opportunity and I went Aruka to play, I would have saw some things. And being a Christian for a very long time, I would tell myself, I'm not going back there. Spooky. I going back there. And then the Lord spoke to me, right? And here what the Lord tell me. Jonathan, read about Christ. But don't read about Christ with the thought pattern you have. Truly read about Christ. I had to now try and forget everything I knew and try to read about Christ. And reading about Christ, I would have seen some things. If Christ was here now, many people would come in and watch and say, I'm going back in. Because where would you know now if a man spit on the ground and rub it around and put it on your eye and bring healing? I know what we would call that. We are quite familiar with that. But this is what Christ did. This is what Christ did. Christ's first miracle, you all remember what that was? Water to wine. But I go to church many times and they condemn drinking. I'm not talking about being drunk. Being drunk, we know that is a sin. But who said you can't drink? Can I say that here? Let me explain to you why. Because if Christ turned the water into wine, and the master of the house said this was the best I ever tasted, listen about this Christ that you are serving. He just caused people to sin. Did you not read that? He made water to wine. And if drinking is a sin, he caused everyone there who sipped that wine to sin. So then my mind had to see, wait, now something that I've been conforming to for many years was wrong. I'm not saying that I'm telling you go and drink. What I'm telling you is that there are things that we are taught and we hold on to may be wrong. There are ways that we may follow because it is what we do in the church may be wrong. Until you read about Christ for yourself. But everybody reading about Christ. The thing is that it is hard to read and understand if the mind is not changed. My grandfather was a pastor and he would have gone on and died. And in his death, at the time of his death and burial, it was thought that Christopher Columbus discovered. At the time of the death of my grandmother, who so served in the ministry extremely well, it was thought that Christopher Columbus rediscovered. And at the time of all of us here, the young children, we know that he didn't discover. Now, if you tell my grandparents then that he never discovered, would they accept? So then we know that something needed to change. I was taught 3 different things. And then each time they want us to change. But I wrote exams and I may have failed an exam because I responded in what you taught me, which was already wrong. And up to today, there are people that will still hold on to the false teaching that he discovered. And I'm saying that it's important that the mind is renewed. It's important to go back to that baby stage. You know nothing. Whatever you think you know, when you get baptized, you know nothing and you start fresh. Because without that fresh thinking, you will accept a different Christ. The Bible says, Paul was speaking to the Corinthians, that Paul was speaking to the Corinthians, and he said that if anyone comes and preaches to you a different Christ, do not accept. But I already believe you have accepted. Now, if in that time they accepted a false Christ, then many people who call themselves Christians don't even know who they say. Hence the reason why he had to now come and say, you need a renewed mind. Because the Christ of the day just teaches love and everyone is inclusive. The Christ of the day has no consequence. Now, I'm not saying that he's not bringing us back to him. What I'm saying is that the Christ of the day just allow anything. That is what we see happening. Hence the reason why the brother thought he was good already. He accepted something and he held on to that once I stay in my father's house and I don't go out there and live any kind of lifestyle, I am good. But not changing his thought pattern and not changing his heart. I urge every believer that if you really truly want to walk in the anointing, first thing you have to do is renew your mind. You cannot, it is impossible to really accept who Christ is if your mind has not changed.